that I remember all to this day. You said, from the Arab Spring, there'll be an African winter. Is this what's happening?
It's the beginning. And if no adequate attention is paid to the needs of the youth in Africa, the autumn will turn to winter.
Greetings, families. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time, my name is Mamli and you are very welcome. This video is about Africa, the whole continent of Africa. We start from Kenya. What is going on in Kenya now? As we are all aware, the protest is still going on. Today, it has intensified. They are saying no, even though the president has sacked a lot of his cabinet members. They are saying that that is not enough because the damage has been done and they want him to go. After the horror that we saw, I mean, many people know what I'm talking about. I don't want to bring things into your, or show you. I don't want to show it because it is horror. That has happened in Kenya and it's still going on. The people said no, he should go. So they are still protesting. This is the case that now Nigerians are also thinking, should we do it? Should we not do it? We know the tribalism is very high. People choose tribalism first when it comes to politics or anything else in most African countries. And I must say, from my experience, Ghana and Nigeria, I don't know about where you are, but you can share your experience with us. Tribalism is number one. It doesn't matter what somebody is doing as a leader. Once they are from their tribe, that's it. Things are changing bit by bit in Ghana, I must admit, but I don't know about Nigeria. I made a video about how Ghanaians are discussing this demonstration of, the protest in Parliament and on the street, whether to do it or not. Nigerians are preparing for it. Please, let's watch this video and I will be back. Thank you so much for your time.
The youth in several African countries, including Nigeria, have been inspired to stand up and fight for a better future for their countries. In Nigeria, the hashtag #TinubuMustGo has been trending alongside a photo with the caption, "End Bad Government in Nigeria 2024. This photo also outlines the reasons for the upcoming protest in Nigeria, scheduled to begin on August 1st. This echoes the same spirit and determination that sparked the protests in Kenya, and it's a significant moment for the African youth. It's worth celebrating that the Kenyan government has responded to the concerns raised by the young people.
Which country in Africa is the giant of Africa? There is one country that people refer to as the giant of Africa. Most Westerners, Africans, they said this country is the giant of Africa. But now, one of our brothers said that he has changed that. And whether we like it or not, that country is not the giant of Africa anymore. He has placed Kenya as the giant of Africa. I said, bravo, any country that will stand up to all these things that is going on, that country will become on top. But right now, it is Kenya that is at the top. It is Kenya that is the giant of Africa. To the youth, to everyone across the globe, whether we like it or not, because they have shown that there's something else apart from cool that you can do to silence these our leaders, that they are untouchable. Please, let's listen to our brother and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
It's my giant of Africa. If you ask me, who is the giant of Africa? I will say, Kenya people are the giant of Africa. I don't care what your dictionary is telling you. I don't care what your Google is telling you. I don't give a Yes, I'm a Nigerian, but right now, Kenya has won my heart. Yes, they have won it 100%. I support them. I salute them. They have done impossible. They have done something that everyone else is afraid to do. They have the heart of a lion. They are the real son of the soil. Yes, respect to them. Yes, yes. I like as if they play like this now. At least now, the government of Kenya now,
Yes,
we know that yes,
giant of
the power
Africa.
really belongs to the people. Yes, Nigeria is over 250 million people, and the only 100 people when not reach 500.
People, my Kenya people, our brother is so impressed. He is so impressed of what you have done. We are all proud of you. We are behind you 100% because you are the future of the continent. And if you don't get what you want, you have to fight for it. Like they always say, liberty, freedom will not come for you. You have to fight for it, and you are doing the right thing. Keep doing it. My advice, though, do it peacefully. Continue to do it peacefully. Do not let anyone distract you from doing it. Let's listen to our brother more. The reason why he think Kenya is the giant of Africa, and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
And the only 100 people when not reach 500, they drive Nigeria like moto. They drive us like moto. If the drivers go left, we go left. If the drivers go right, we go right. If the drivers go middle, we stay for middle. If they control us like remote, just few people. Can't see how Kenya people they do. Can't see how people where want their country to move forward. See as they do. Tomorrow now Nigerians go wrong, go Kenya, go they look for better life. Go they look for job. As from today, Kenya is mine. It's mine. My giant of Africa. If you ask me, who is the giant of Africa?
Yes, the giant of Africa is now Kenya. Whether somebody changed my brother's mind or not, he will not agree. He has written it down. It's Kenya because they are doing the right thing. He said their government, Tinubu government, is driving them left, right, and then around. Left, right, and turn them around. That's how Nigerian government is driving the people. Not only Nigeria though. So now he has changed his mind and he's proud of Kenyans. 100% he is behind them. So now the giant of Africa, it is Kenya. Let's move on to the former president of Nigeria. I have made a video about him before. He supported the youth. The reason why I made that video is that the way he talked about the youth, and they should give the youth chance to be able to control their destiny, to lead as well. He said that they are leading the youth to their graves. I will link that video in the comment section. So if you have time and you want to hear more, you go and listen to it. He said, we, the elderly people, we are leading the youth to their grave. We should leave them, let them, train them, and let them lead their own destiny. I saw this video yesterday. He was in Kenya for youth empowerment or youth summit, something like that. I was like, Grandpa, what are you doing there this time? Because now the youth, they want to take their own destiny into their own hand. What are you doing there? Youth seminar for where? The youth seminar for where? Anyway, he said something interesting, and I want to share it with you. Let's listen to him, and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
You've seen the Gen Z wave sweeping across the continent. You've seen what it's done in Kenya. Can you see it? Is it happening across the continent?
Well, some of us have sounded warning about this. And all over Africa, we are all sitting on a keg of gunpowder because the youth, and there's virtually no exception in Africa where the youth are not angry. They are unemployed, they are unempowered, and they see nothing other than hopelessness. And in a situation like
warning the African leaders that all of them are sitting down on a gunpowder and it can go off anytime. He even went on to say that we are in winter or summer, something like that. I'll play that part for you. But when he was speaking, I was thinking that, are they listening? Are his colleagues listening? Because many of our leaders, Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Gabon, well, Gabon, they have changed, but they haven't not changed properly. We all know that. But many of them are, Nana Akufo-Addo, he is also on his way out already. So, yes, are they listening to him? Like I said, he said this several times. He has been saying this, that they should let the youth lead. They should allow them. They should give them some powers, but they are not listening. I don't know about the time that he was ruling. How was it? How did he do? Because you have to set good example for the rest to follow. He might be saying the more people will be listening and be thinking or saying, oh, what about you when you were in power? What did you do? Did you do that the same thing? Now that you are not in power, that's why you are saying, well, how did he perform? Because I'm asking this question, we can learn from it. We can learn from the past and learn from what is going on now. Is begging for the leaders of today to give the youth power, to be able to take their own destiny into their own hands. Please, let's listen to him more, and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
poverty, and then you see your leaders, some of them in obscene affluence. Then what do you do? You are a human being, and the resources of your country is provided for that country by God for the benefit of all the citizens of that country.
Absolutely. I remember in 2011 when the Arab Spring was sweeping across North Africa. And then you came to Kenya a couple of years later and we were talking about that. And then you coined a phrase that I remember all to this day. You said, from the Arab Spring, there'll be an African winter. Is this what's happening?
It's the beginning.
We hear our grandpa, the ex-president of Nigeria, what he was saying. The resources are provided by God and it needs to be used to look after the people. And so the world leaders, I'm sure they are listening to what he's telling them, because now he's going around advising world leaders. He's among the AU, ECOWAS, he's always around them. So I hope they take his advice. Otherwise, the Jesus are coming for them, and they are coming hard. On the 1st of August is when Nigerians one will start. And the words they are using is no religion, no region, and no tribalism. That's the terms they are using. So we are all one. Religion will not divide us, a region will not divide us, and tribe will not, or tribalism will not divide us. So they are going to stand as one and fight this corruption, hunger, and the rest, everything in between. We are waiting for how this protest or demonstration will go, if it will follow Kenya's, if it will be successful or not.
It's happening.
It's the beginning. And if no adequate attention is paid to the needs of the youth in Africa, the autumn will turn to winter.
And it'll be ugly.
It will be very ugly for all of us. Of course, when the colonial powers were leaving Africa as they had to leave, They gave us or left us with what they know best. Liberal, Western liberal democracy. My belief is that we have to rethink Western liberal democracy because it doesn't seem to be working for us. You see, you have as part of Western liberal democracy what they call loyal opposition. I have looked into most African languages. Opposition is enemy. And what do you do with enemy? You cannot talk of a loyal enemy.
Yes, loyal opposition, loyal enemy. That's what we are doing in Africa. And I'm glad if I do not play that part yet. I'm glad that he mentioned that democracy is not working in Africa and it's just a ballot box. What I always say is what I always believe in it. In Africa, it's not working. It's not working. The bribing for it, it just doesn't work. This video is becoming long, but I wanted to react on how Nigerians are preparing for their protest. And I said, let me add this together, what the former president is saying about what is going on. He said a lot of things. Please, let's listen to him more and I'll be back. But lawyer opposition, lawyer enemy, I've never seen lawyer enemy before. I'll run away. In fact, I don't want to be lawyer enemy to anyone. I want to be lawyer friend, but lawyer enemy, no. President.
For me, democracy must be able to deliver what I call the dividend of democracy. And it does appear that in Africa, the dividend of democracy is not being delivered. So we have to then go back to the drawing board and say to ourselves, well, we are not getting what we should get, so what should we do about it? I call it, should we look at something? It's true, it will still be democratic, but should we look at something?
Working. Should we look for something else? Should we look at something else? Should we look at Jay-Z or what? Or should we look at the other one? You know what I mean? Or what? They are practicing their dances and everything. I just hope. We are waiting to see what will happen. And I hope they haven't started bribing them before 1st of August. I think that date should be shorter than 1st of August because by the time 1st of August comes, you know, they do what they have to do, what they know how to do best. You know, I'm thinking far. I'm not supposed to be thinking far, but I'm thinking far because we all know how it goes. And I hope it will not happen. Anyway, some of our brothers are also practicing how to dance during the time they are dancing way forward. They are practicing their protesting dance. So let's listen and watch them, and I'll be back after that. This video is at the end. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you all, my returning, my new subscribers. Thank you so much. Let us enjoy the dancing together. Yes, what do we want? Religion. What do we want? Stop corruption. What do we want? Stop hunger. What do we want? What do we want? Let's enjoy the dance that they are practicing. Thank you so much.
Waiting and they find before they enter the game. They say do like a man, they think a man go back. I ain't a man they find as he see them so they don't go no danger man. Politician, want to use us again. Tell them say we don't want to get you. Politician, want to use us again. Oh boy, no, they don't go use us like we go stop politicians, go go go. They do us, go go go. They stop politicians, go go go. We get like we go call them, go go. We go stop politicians.
Bad leader,
Credit
bad
to
leadership,
JK Life.
corruption, bad leadership, bad leadership, bad leadership.